Hello, everyone. This is, well, I'm here all by myself. I am the captain now. You can see my abomination, my abomination Christmas tree, and all of the little unicorns. As per usual, the title is wrong. I don't know. Yes, we will be getting Jodi Arias as soon as Nick comes back from using the restroom, because one needs to hydrate and use the restroom when we're listening to rap history behind the music instead of openings for some reason. But I am learning all about rap history. I had no idea there was a difference between trap rap and drill rap and gangster rap and country rap and Yves Saint Laurent and all sorts of weirdness. It is all the strangeness. Who knew? I had no idea.
Oh, hey.
All right. Now
All right.
I will go.
All right. Welcome over here to Jodi Day. As you can see, Dave's not here. Dave's not here. I'm Dave. Dave? Dave's not here. Yeah. If you're old enough, that's funny. Okay, I have to set everything up again. Ooh. But welcome here. Welcome to you over at Dave's. And yeah, this is when you try to handle 3 streams back to back. And big thank you again to Vielhammer Media for doing this. He does magic with his audio repair and audio enhancing. I hope one of my mods can let's see here. I need to put a pop-out chat so I don't miss anything. And I need to find Dave's link as well. Let's see if it started. Yes. And I have his chat up as well, so I can see everything that's happening over there. For you who don't know, me and Dave have a friendly banter going on with who gets the most thumbs up, who gets an eventual super chat, and who gets an eventual gifted membership. And Dave always wins. He just brags. He's a braggy kind of person. No, he isn't. He's a good guy. So I will share the link here. There, I hope. So you can go over to him, and if you're completely new, subscribe to him. Like everything he's ever done with me and stuff like that. Yeah, you know the drill. You have been on YouTube's before. Live chat up. Yeah, okay. And Jodi Arias trial. And we are at the beginning of day 25. This will be amazing. They have been so mad, the prosecutor and everything, towards Jodi Arias, because she never gives a straight answer. She always tries to wriggle it out, which would be a first for her. Yeah, for you who don't know about the Jodi Arias trial, Jodi Arias, as we watch in the trial, is accused of ending her then ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander, in his home. Oh, they had a sexy time, then she decided to end him with a lot of stabby and then a shooty. And we we have Sal here, yeah, who thinks he can fix her. Yeah. Let's just say that Jodi Arias is the original Amber Heard.
She really is.
Yeah. They have the same diagnosis or alleged diagnosis of hysterectic personality disorder. As in, they don't have a personality, they adapt their personality to the person they currently go after. And stuff like that. And in really, really severe cases, apparently that's what you get. One shits in the bed and one alives the other. And so that is what is the basic of this trial. And again, big thanks to Vielhammer Media for doing this audio remastering. I mean, just compare the sound from this to the trial we all just watched. All right, let's get going. 1.25.
Please be seated. The record will show the presence of the jury, the defendant, and all counsel. Ms. Arias, you are still under oath. Do you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, you may continue.
Any objection?
470.
Madam Attorney, we were talking about the time that you took your luggage and you placed it in your car. You remember we were talking about that?
Yes.
And one of the things that you were telling us was that you didn't remember what you had said on direct examination. Do you remember that?
I didn't remember the precise wording. That's correct.
Well, no, you didn't remember the time. It was more than the precise wording, wasn't it?
I don't remember the exact time. That's also correct.
And when I asked you if it was closer to 5, you weren't able to tell me, were you?
Yes.
And in fact, what the exchange was on direct examination was that you were asked, so you say you're packing your luggage or you packed your luggage in your car and you're getting ready to leave. And the question was, do you remember about what time of the day that this was when you were packing your car and getting ready to leave? And you said, I don't. It was after that. I think it was after 2, I'm sure. So it was after 2 o'clock that you took everything and put it down at the car, correct?
That makes sense.
When you say that makes sense, although it makes sense, I'm asking you if that's what happened.
Well, it would have been after 2 because before 2 we were having sex.
Pardon?
Before 2 we were otherwise engaged.
But after 2 o'clock, what you're saying is you're saying it could be 6 o'clock in the evening. It was after 2, specifically it was around 2 o'clock when you actually put the luggage in the car, right?
It was after 2 o'clock. I don't know how close to 2 o'clock.
Okay, so it could have been between 2 and, so you're telling us it was shortly after 2 o'clock based on that statement, right?
I just know it would have been after we did what we were doing.
And was it shortly after you did what you were doing?
Well, maybe not. I guess it's relative. I just know that it was after what we were doing. I don't remember the exact time.
I just want to know how much time after you and he got done doing what you were doing. You said 2 o'clock. What time in terms of hour or minute, how much time elapsed after that you took your items down to the car?
I'm not sure.
And so when you say you're not sure, you were a little bit more sure on direct examination, weren't you?
Not on exact time, no.
But you were more sure about the time. You want me to read it back to you?
Objection, ask and answer.
Overruled.
Wait, you asked me 2 questions.
Well, answer the first one then. You were ready to answer that.
I was sure that it happened after we were done having sex.
And you mentioned 2 o'clock, didn't you?
That would have been after 2 o'clock, yes.
So then you were asked, so after your car's packed and ready to go, you said you were dressed, right? You were being asked about that?
I was dressed, yes. Unless we were engaging in other things, I was always dressed.
And it was after you packed your car that you and he then went downstairs to the study, right? Or the office, however you want to call it.
We did go downstairs after the bedroom stuff, but I don't know about packing the stuff in the car.
Well, when did you pack your stuff then? You seem to have a hard time telling us when you packed your stuff.
Yes, the precise moment. I don't remember when I put
Am I asking you for the precise moment, man?
You said when?
Right. When means, if I wanted the precise moment, I'll ask you for the precise moment. when, in the sequence of events, did you pack your stuff and put it in the car?
As far as sequence of events, the most precise I can tell you is after 2:00 and before leaving.
And you can't get any clearer than that.
It's not there, like maybe it's somewhere there, but I don't remember.
So again, it's an issue with your memory as to when it was that you actually put the stuff in the car, correct?
That's correct.
And when you put the items in the car, did you do it alone or did Mr. Alexander help you?
I did it alone.
Do you remember telling us that perhaps Mr. Alexander helped you?
Yes, it's possible to help me with it downstairs, but usually he let me get my own luggage.
So it usually means that you're telling us that you don't remember whether or not he helped you on this occasion, right?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he helped me bring it downstairs, but I don't remember him walking me out to the car to put my own luggage in.
So you went outside and you put it in your car, right? And your car was parked out front in the driveway, correct?
It was parked in the driveway, yes.
And would it be fair to say that if your car didn't have a license plate affixed to the back, that it would make it more difficult for people to know who was driving that car?
If that were true, I guess so.
That would be the case though, right?
If there were no license plate, that would be true.
And we know that you hadn't put back at least the front license plate, you hadn't put that back, correct?
That's correct. I drove from Pasadena to Mesa with it in the floorboard.
So the answer is that's correct. It was still in the car, correct?
Yes.
And so you're inside and you're in the study and you're looking at some CDs or something, correct?
Correct.
How long does that take in terms of time?
That one took a while because it took him some time to bring up some of the images or find the disk drive on his computer. I don't remember the exact time, but it seemed to take forever.
So how long is a while to you?
I don't know. It just seemed like it dragged and dragged while he went looking for the disk drive and I was just laying on the floor with Napoleon.
Are we talking hours? What are we talking about here?
I wouldn't say hours. It just felt like a lot longer than it should take to pop a CD into the computer and bring up some photographs that are on the CD.
So it was just one CD that was popped into the computer, right?
There were 2 CDs.
And there was this issue involving the 2 CDs, and then you and he had some sort of intimacy after that, correct?
Yes,
And the intimacy that you had after that, it was not a situation that it was unwanted by you, correct?
that's correct.
It was something that you participated in willingly, correct?
Yes,
And then after that, at some point, Mr. Alexander goes to take a shower, correct?
yes.
What did he do after the intimacy was done? Did he go anywhere? Did he do anything before he went up to the shower?
I'm not sure what he did because I left the room to go to the bathroom across the hallway.
And so you went to the bathroom across the hallway, and after using that bathroom, you came back out, right?
Yes,
And when you came back out, was Mr. Alexander in the office?
yes.
And how long was he in the office before the two of you went somewhere else?
A few minutes, we went upstairs
And you went upstairs to do what?
to take photographs.
And so you're telling us that he agreed with you to take photographs, right?
Yes,
Do you remember that you had a conversation with the detective and that you told a different story?
no,
Well, let's listen then.
Yeah. For you who are completely new, he drives her into a corner where she tries to get away with different wordings. She doesn't understand. She doesn't remember. But he has access to an interview she made with some channel. He has access to all the police interviews she did. So she can't really get away. Me and Dave has gone back and forth about this for months. And it seems like Miss Arias is the kind of girl who has always been able to talk herself out of situations. And people let her, because I don't know. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I don't care. And now it doesn't work, because this prosecutor simply don't give a flaming fork about her. And if you are offended with me imitating gobble, 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 tough for you. That was my Jodi Arias impression. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I want to... Yeah, exactly, because she's attractive. You have no idea how much BS a girl or a man can get away with if they are attractive. But this trial, not that kind of luck. Only turkeys are offended by that.
True.
Well, they have a year to get over it before we start killing them again.
Move for the admission of exhibit 503.
503 is admitted.
Yeah. And if anybody wonders, what is that figurine in the bottom left of the screen? That is an AI rendition of Jodi Arias in a straitjacket.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just figured that was a new Barbie.
Sure.
Resist police Barbie.
Oh, is it a three-hole wonder, Barbie?
Well, it's interactive.
The blow-up? No. Let's continue. We are all adults here, allegedly. That's Ken left me, Barbie. I love our chats. They are amazing. No matter how depraved or juvenile I get, this chat just, yeah, they're there. Of course, Sal would know that.
Oh, Lord. Okay, you can find anything on Etsy, but should you buy everything on Etsy? There are two
Afternoon. I
separate
just,
questions.
he had been cleaning his house. So I wasn't sitting on the couch. Usually I would just chill on the couch downstairs, if no one was home. But he had like chairs and all that stuff all over the couch. He was cleaning the floors. Fed Napoleon. I don't know if he made phone calls or not, or what he was doing on the internet, but at one point he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. I was like, I got some ideas, and they didn't turn out good at all, not like I wanted to. But I thought that I could get some cool pictures of him shaving. It's because he does the whole old-fashioned thing with like this little, I don't know.
Guess who is on yellow? And for those who don't know, yellow means that YouTube says up.
Salbert,
Don't go there.
look what you did.
Yeah, look what you did, Sal.
Works. He liked it though, apparently, because he used it for his profile picture on MySpace. So those are drugs. I was going to do that again later, but I asked him if I could do pictures in the shower, and he's like, no. And I was like, I just have an idea. I have a couple ideas. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, I saw this thing in a Calvin Klein ad once that looked really good. And so he was, you're right, he wasn't very comfortable at first. He's standing there and he's all, I feel gay.
And so it took a lot of convincing for you to get him to take those photographs, right?
Yes, I was talking about a prior incident.
Ma'am, it does indicate that it took a lot of convincing for you to take those photographs of him, correct?
Yes, but not on June 4th.
Ma'am, the photographs that I was asking you about in the shower were the ones involving, or that you were asked about on direct examination, involved him taking a shower on June 4th. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That's the same thing that we're talking about here on June 4th, isn't it?
No, that's the distinction. We had discussed the shower photos long before this.
So you're saying that when you told that to the detective, you're talking about something totally different other than June 4th?
A conversation that occurred before June 4th.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm asking you if the conversation that you're having there with the detective, is it in reference to the June 4th, 2008 photographs? Yes or no?
Yes, in an indirect way, obviously, is because the photos
Ma'am, yes
exist
or no?
because he agreed to do
Ma'am,
it.
yes or no?
I said yes.
So it does refer to the photographs on June 4th, 2008 then, right?
Yes, but not the
And
conversation.
ma'am, my question.
Yeah, Bass, thank you for your super chat. She says so little with so many. She could have been an excellent politician. I mean, talk about people who can drag on for an hour without giving a straight answer. She's been on the stand. This is day 25. She took the stand on day 18. And this is day 4 or 3.5 of cross-examination. Thank you so much, Bass. Thank you.
is, after that, it does say that it took a lot of convincing to get him to have those photographs, right? Yes or no?
That's correct.
And it also indicates that at the time he was shaving, right?
No.
It doesn't indicate that he was shaving before he took the photographs?
No, that was another incident.
Well, let's take a look at what it says again, all right?
Afternoon, I just, he had been cleaning his house. So I wasn't sitting on the couch. Usually I would just chill on the couch downstairs, if no one was home. But he had like chairs and all that stuff all over the couch. He was cleaning the floors. Fed Napoleon. I don't know if he made phone calls or not, or what he was doing on the internet, but at one point he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. I was like, I got some ideas, and they didn't turn out good at all, not like I wanted to. But I thought that I could get some cool pictures of him shaving. It's because he does the whole old-fashioned thing with like this little, I don't know how it works. He liked it though, apparently, because he used it for his profile picture on MySpace.
What?
So those are drugs good. I was going to do that again later, but I asked him if I could do pictures in the shower, and he's like, no. I was like, I just have an idea. I have a couple ideas. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, I saw this thing in a Calvin Klein ad once that looked really good. And so he was, you're right, he wasn't very comfortable at first. He's standing there and he's all, I feel gay.
And ma'am, you heard the conversation in which you said that it took convincing, correct?
Yes.
And you indicated that he was shaving prior to these photographs being taken, right?
Yes, months prior.
Ma'am, did you hear on that tape that it said he was shaving, right?
Yes.
And ma'am, one of the things that we know from what you told us previously was that, do you remember the situation of you being tied up to the bed with this rope? Do you remember telling us that?
Yes.
And do you remember that you told us that he was engaging in performing oral sex on you? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And do you remember that you said it was stopped because it was uncomfortable? Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
And the reason that it was uncomfortable that you said was because he hadn't shaved that day. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And so he hadn't shaved that day, had he?
No, he did
On the
not.
day that he killed him, he hadn't shaved yet, right?
I don't think he shaved it all that day.
You don't think? Well, then let's take a look at Exhibit 159.
This man is going to have an aneurysm. He really
It's not
is.
going up there. I switched it. So just where we could get the one back there.
That looks shaven.
All right, take a look at Exhibit 159 that's behind you. You see that?
Yes.
Looks like he's shaved, doesn't it?
It appears.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, hello.
You
Made it
come
back from
home.
court in time. Look,
Yay.
it sounds like he's getting up to the day of the unaliving, right? So I'm kind of
Yep.
excited.
Yeah.
I want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah. And good to have a break. Everybody, remember, thumbs up.
Especially
me.
on my side.
You always win. That's not fair.
I don't know. Oh, come on now. I've decided that you always win the like wars. Oh, where did Monk go?
I don't know.
I've decided that you always win the like wars because my chat is nicer. And they go over and they give you a thumbs up, but your chat isn't maybe so nice and they don't give me the thumbs up.
My chat is the most amazing chat in LawTube history. They would gladly go over to you if you just became a little nicer to them.
Oh, is that it?
Jokes aside, I got a bunch of new subscribers. If you could do me the courtesy, go over to Dave and subscribe to him, give him likes and everything. But give me all your monies.
Fair enough. Okay, so I want to see. We only have like maybe a half hour left. I want to see what
What happened, Mo?
No idea.
I
think
booted
it's
her.
Dave.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
I think it's Dave.
Forget to crank that little heater. Yeah, no, I'm definitely.
Thank you
Gotta
so
be
much,
cranking
Matt.
later.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Here's $5 because Dave called me mean. Yeah, you
Well,
see what happens when you do that.
we'll see if this influences at all the likes. We'll go from there. But thanks everyone for sticking around, even on my side.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, jump in between, give thumbs up, stay for 30 seconds so YouTube counts the view as well, and then come back to me. And yeah, because in half an hour we go back to roughly half an hour. We go back to Young Thug. All right.
Yeah, Tuesday's our short day.
Tuesday's a short day.
Yeah. Tuesday's our short day for Jodi, and then Saturday's a longer day.
Yeah. All right, but let's continue. We just saw the photo. She claimed he didn't shave that day. Let's see here.
59th, and that's behind you.
Seriously, what the F? Come on.
He reminds me of a little dachshund that always wants to bite your ass, but you know you can punt him across the field.
Yes, he is. He's
not horrible. That you would ever punt a dachshund. I have a grand dachshund.
1504. What's going on here?
We're on day 25, right?
Take a look at Exhibit 159.
Okay.
Let's see here. She said he didn't shave that day. Let's.
That looks shaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she lied? Because
no, Jodi doesn't lie. Jodi is sweet and innocent.
Yeah. So I hate to paint the picture because they said he tied her. She said he tied her to the bed and then performed oral on her. I would assume a woman would know the difference between a shaven and unshaven person.
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
Depends on if she's never mind. I'm not gonna.
I thought she said. I thought.
Well,
I thought her testimony was that he was shaving.
She said on the stand he didn't, but she said in the interview he did.
Thank you, Farrell, for the $5 super chat. Here's an actual $5 because we are the best chat. I agree, Farrell. Thank you.
What did you do to Farrell? Did you bribe her? Did you send her money to send you?
Nope, that was 100% her. See, we have loyalty on this side, despite what we say. You know, it's like a family.
Yeah, dysfunctional. What? Who said that? Yeah, but clearly she says one thing in the integration, one other thing on the stand. But here's the picture. He looks shaven.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way we could get the one back there to work? All right, take a look at the Exhibit 159, and that's behind you. You see that?
Yes.
Looks like he's shaved, doesn't it?
It appears that way, yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like he's recently shaved, doesn't it?
It does look that way.
And you were talking to Detective Flores about him shaving prior to the photographs being taken, weren't you?
Yes, but not this day.
Ma'am, you did indicate in this excerpt of your conversation with the detective that it involved that there was this shaving before these photographs were taken. Do you remember talking about it?
And Valhalla got it. Valhalla got a gifted membership.
Of course, Valhalla got it.
Valhalla, don't hate the player, hate the game. Valhalla is just awesome.
Valhalla is awesome.
You keep doing this.
Valhalla owes me a dozen favors.
And thank you so much, Peace Peony, for gifting a membership. That's much appreciated. And Valhalla, you know it. You know where to find the members only content, and you know where the link to the Discord is. You've been there before. And that goes for every new member. That members only content, most on LawTube, by far, and access to my Discord.
She's like talking to my toddlers. I was like, yeah, well, I wasn't talking about today. I was talking about the cookies I ate, a couple weeks ago. And there's like pudding and cookie crumbs just all over his face and down the No. Just, ugh.
On the excerpt?
The shaving photo shoot, yes.
Do you want me to play it for you again so you can hear what you say about the shaving previously?
No, thanks. I know what I said.
Well, it appears that you're having trouble acknowledging what you said. In it, you talk about him having to be convinced, correct?
Yes.
And one of the things that you said was that you convinced him while he was shaving, correct?
No, that's not correct.
Well, let's listen to it again, okay?
Afternoon, I just, he had been cleaning his house. So I wasn't sitting on the couch. Usually I would just chill on the couch downstairs, if no one was home. But he had like chairs and all that stuff all over the couch. He was cleaning the floors or something. Fed Napoleon. I don't know if he made phone calls or not, or what he was doing on the internet, but at one point he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving.
Did you hear that? It took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. Did you hear yourself say that?
Yes, but that's not what
Yes
I'm
or no,
referring to.
ma'am? Am I asking you to expound on it? I just asked you whether or not you heard that you said it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
And previous to that, we have you on the bed when you're making or having this intimate moment where you complained that it's not comfortable to you because he hadn't shaved yet, right?
Yes.
So
I
then
think
we take a look at exhibit number
Pause it for
159.
a second. I just want to say, I think it goes more to just the fact that she's lying. It goes more to that she is not afraid of him. Like he's not angrily storming around the house and throwing stuff. She has to claim that she was in fear for great bodily harm or her life at the time. And so I think it just really goes into that whole angle of things.
Yeah, because her entire defense is self-defense. But, I mean, he was shaving, then they had intimacy, then he took the shower, she took that pictures, and moments later, he's dead. So that is what the prosecution is going for and expressing to the jury. Why did she kill him? My theory is that she couldn't stand being rejected. Every prior relationship she has had since she was a teenager, she had a boyfriend, then she lined up the next boyfriend before she ended it with the previous boyfriend. So serial boyfriending all the way up to Travis Alexander, who broke up with her. And she couldn't handle that. So she more or less throws herself at him. And, well, he was a guy. I mean, girl shows up, hey, put your thingy in my hoo-ha and let's go. Okay. And then, and yeah. And later that day, he was gone.
Why did she kill him? Because she was jealous.
Yeah.
And mad.
Yeah.
Jealous, mad. He moved on to new woman,
Yep.
and she couldn't handle it.
This is exactly it.
She's not smirking anymore. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I noticed your thumbnail too, and that was appropriate. Yeah.
Correct?
It appears that way.
Hey, Money.
That's because he just
Hey,
shaved
money.
afterwards, right? After you.
I didn't
and he
see
were
him
in
shave
bed.
that day.
Pardon?
I didn't see him shave that day.
You did say, though, to this detective in that interview on July 16th of 2008, That it took a lot of convincing while he was shaving. You did say that,
I
right?
said when, not while, and it was actually a run-on sentence because I was referring to another day.
So you're saying that you had a rattle-on sentence that you did hear
Can you have
yourself
a
saying that it
oral
took a lot of
run-on
convincing
sentence?
when he was shaving then, right?
What do you say?
Can you have an oral run-on sentence? Like she's like, that's a run-on sentence, which is in writing, is when you have multiple sentences that you just
Yeah.
connect without punctuation.
Mm.
Can
Yeah,
you do that orally, or is it just stream of consciousness?
I don't know, but forever now I'm going to be calling people an oral run-on sentence.
Oh, yeah, poor Napoleon the doggo.
It sounds that way, but when is the new sentence?
Let's hear it again then, okay? So we can really understand what it said, all right?
Yeah, that's a good expression. Verbal diarrhea.
Afternoon, I just, he had been cleaning his house. So I wasn't sitting on the couch. Usually I would just chill on the couch downstairs, if no one was home. But he had like chairs and all that stuff all over the couch. He was cleaning the floors or something. Fed Napoleon. I don't know if he made phone calls or not, or what he was doing on the internet, but at one point he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. I was like, I got some idea.
Did you hear that? That according to you, he was going to go out and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. Isn't that what you said? Yes or no? That's all I'm
Yeah,
asking.
but you stopped it before the sentence was over.
Ma'am, isn't that what you said?
Yes, part of what I said.
Isn't that what you said?
Yes, that's part of the sentence.
Well, then let's hear it then, all right?
Either clean shaven or long enough so it goes soft. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
We are all adults
Afternoon,
here. And
I
everything.
just, he had
I
been
was
cleaning
muted,
his
damn it.
house. So I wasn't sitting on the couch. Usually I would just chill on the couch downstairs, if no one was home. But he had like chairs and all that stuff all over the couch. He was cleaning the floors or something. Fed Napoleon. I don't know if he made phone calls or not, or what he was doing on the internet, but at one point he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving. I was like, I got some ideas, and they didn't turn out good at all, not like I wanted to. But I thought that I could get some cool pictures of him shaving. It's because he does the whole old-fashioned thing with like this little, I don't know how it works. He liked it though, apparently, because he used it for his profile picture on MySpace. So goes in drugs, I was gonna do that again later, but I asked him if I could do pictures of him in the shower, and he's like, no. I was like, I just have an idea. I have a couple ideas. He's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, I have this idea. I saw this thing in a Calvin Klein ad once.
Her eyes look like they're bulging.
And so he was, you're right. He wasn't very comfortable at first. He's standing there and he's all, I feel gay.
That's your whole statement, right?
Yes.
Involving that issue. And part of that statement says he was going to go up and take a shower, and it took a lot of convincing prior when he was shaving, correct? That's what it says. Yes or no?
Yes, part of it.
Yes or no?
Yes, part of it.
Yes or no?
Yes, part of it.
You keep saying part of it. We've
Because
heard
you're
the
not
whole-
finishing the sentence. Maybe the
Ma'am.
transcriber put a period there, but that's not the whole sentence.
You heard it over and over again, and we've heard it, and that's what it says, right?
Yes.
Those words were uttered by your mouth back on July 16th of 2008, yes or no?
That's correct.
About half dozen times.
Sustained.
Now, you were standing there taking some pictures, and how long were you standing there taking some pictures before something happened?
I don't know.
You did have his camera, right?
Yes, I wasn't
And
standing.
it was relatively new camera for you, right?
Yes.
It's the first time you'd ever seen it, right?
First time I ever saw it physically and held it. I can't remember if I looked it up on the internet when we were shopping for it.
So the answer is yes, that's the first time you've ever seen that specific camera, correct?
That I recall, yes.
Well, ma'am, had you been to Mr. Alexander's home between April when you left and June 4th of 2008?
No.
And wasn't it true that it was during that time between April of 2008 and June 4th of 2008 when you killed him that he bought the camera, right?
Yes.
So it's fair to say, based on that set of circumstances, that you had never seen his camera before, correct?
Based on that solely, that's correct.
Well, are you saying that you saw this camera, his camera,
I don't know why he's hammering some of these
Yes.
points.
And where did you see
Yeah.
his camera if you haven't seen him before between April and
Yeah, that's the thing that annoys me with this, is that he keeps hammering in nails he already hammered in.
Yeah, I don't like that about him at all. I feel like half of this cross-examination could be taken out as redundant.
Yeah. But that's his style, and
Yeah.
he knows the courtroom, and, well,
April when you left and June of 2008 when you saw him?
He posted a picture of himself in the mirror, taking a picture of his whole self in the bathroom on Facebook, and his camera is clearly in the photograph.
So how about if we do it this way? When was the first time you actually got to touch
And
his
Brandon
camera?
knows
Was
smart.
it on June 4th of 2008?
Yes.
And it's fair to say that you had never physically manipulated
or that that smart is a real broad ass, or no?
or worked with his camera prior to June 4th of 2008, correct?
Yes.
And June 4th of 2008, in terms of getting familiar with that camera, that was the first opportunity that you had, correct?
Correct.
You did have an opportunity when you were taking pictures of him to at least see how it worked to take photographs, right?
Yes.
Sadly, that's not. I can't do much out of a straight jacket dress, apparently. But
That is
yeah,
unlegal.
She is on one of my outfits. She's down the pant leg. That image right there on one of my things on my merch.
oh,
Yeah.
I haven't thought of having that rendition on one of my.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, and it says 3-hole wonder, and then it's the image of her down the leg.
Okay, so you have her on your leg. Is the text 3-hole wonder on the back of the pants?
It should be. No, I didn't put it there. I put it down the other leg. Oh my god, I gotta fix my store.
Where are we putting this? And y'all wonder why I won't wear your merch to my mom's house. My mom already thinks that I do nothing.
Oh, that's
She's
getting
like, "What
edited
is it?"
today. That's going to be a premiere merchandise for the holidays only.
That's an
goodness.
AI rendition of a person similar to Jodi Arias.
Yeah, that's an AI
Oh.
generated image, so we have
Yeah.
all the rights.
She does look a little like the Olsen twins in the face.
Maybe.
What's that?
Or a troll. I don't know.
You know, I'll use her actual image. She can come sue me. Then let's have an opportunity to depose
She's going
her.
to take back her legs.
Yes. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, those are Jodi's legs behind me, right there.
Oh my God, yes. Can we
I
make
got-
a Santa?
Okay, I got to do some Christmas merch now. That's guaranteed. That's
Yeah.
coming out.
Oh yes, I
But
will
I
buy the
actually
hell out
l-
of some Santa merch.
I actually look like Santa, so that will be yeah.
Oh, good night.
You were unsuccessful in working the camera to take a video, correct?
Correct.
And that was partly because you were unfamiliar with the camera, right?
Yes,
You hadn't read the instructions, right?
I had not.
And so then, with regard to that particular camera, you start using it later on in the afternoon. About what time do you start taking these photographs in the shower, ma'am?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember the time. I guess they're timed on the photos, but I can't tell you the time.
Ma'am, I'm not asking what's on here. I'm asking what you remember, what you are cognizant of.
It
Do
was
you know?
sometime
Yes or
in the
no?
afternoon.
Do you know a time? Yes or no?
No,
And so, but you, with regard to this particular camera, previously you have also told us that you have not deleted any photographs from that camera, correct?
previously, I believe
Right.
that's correct. About the pictures of me, I said,
Ma'am, I'm asking, do you remember that we talked about this yesterday, about the photographs that were taken of you and him on the bed? Do you remember that?
yes,
And you remember that you told us that it was he who had actually deleted the photographs from the camera. Do you remember telling us that?
She said they both did.
Pearl, you may answer.
I believe they were deleted, but I don't remember how that happened. I think he deleted them after we took them.
You don't remember how it happens. If you don't remember how it happens, it's fair to say that you didn't do it, right?
Sustained rephrase.
Well, you didn't delete the photographs, did you? The sex photographs, did you?
I might have deleted them.
Well, I thought you said that just now, that it was he, meaning Mr. Alexander, that deleted the photographs.
I believe it was him, but I can't be sure, so it could have been me, but I believe it was him.
Let's go with your belief. If it is your belief that he's the person that deleted the photographs, then that excludes you from deleting the photographs, right? Based on that belief.
Why is this important?
Only if you base it on the belief, but that doesn't mean it's actually
Well-
the reality.
Ma'am, everything that you tell us from the witness stand is your belief, isn't it?
I'm just saying they got deleted.
Yes or no? Everything that you're telling us is what you believe, right? If we're going to use the word believe.
It's the truth to the best of
I'm
my
not asking
memory.
you if it's the truth. Am I asking you if it's the truth?
Yes,
I am asking you that. I thought the word was believe. Isn't it true that I'm asking you?
Oh my God, this
what
must
you
I would be
believe?
objecting so many
And you
times.
told us that you
No.
believe it was Mr. Alexander
her
who
truth.
deleted the photographs of you and he
She's
having
the
sex.
originator of her truth.
what was the question?
The question is, isn't it true, ma'am, that you just told us that you believe it was Mr. Alexander who deleted the photographs of you and he having sex on the bed?
I believe it was him, yes, but I'm not sure.
But you believe that, right?
It's likely, but I'm not sure. I believe it was probably him.
And if he's the one, assuming that we adopt your belief, if he's the one that deleted the photographs, then up to that point, when you're taking photographs of him in the shower, you haven't deleted any photographs from his camera yet, correct?
Not necessarily, no, that's not correct.
Well, the only photographs that are on that camera that were taken that day when you got there are the ones involving the sex. You're aware of that, right?
No, that's not true.
Well, you took other photographs that day?
Yes, in the shower.
Well, we're not there, are we?
I don't know, you go all over the place.
Well, you keep trying to be critical, but not answering the questions. Are you having problems following? If you are, let me know. But we're talking about the deletion of photographs. Do you have any problem understanding that that's the topic?
No,
And do you have any problem, first of all, understanding that you believe that it was Mr. Alexander who deleted the sexual photographs? You told us that you believed that.
he usually deleted those, so
Yes
I'm not
or
sure.
no? I'm not asking you what he did. Isn't it true that you just told us that?
Oh, yeah, I did just say that.
And based on that, the next time that his camera was used was when you were taking photographs of him in the shower, right?
That's correct.
And if that's the next time that you are using the photograph, or that the two of you are using the camera, then before that time, when you are taking photographs of him in the shower, you, based on your belief, have never deleted any items from his camera, right?
No,
You think that you deleted something else even though there were no other photographs taken?
I believe it's possible, and I can't say definitively.
There were only 2 instances of voluntary photograph taking with his camera that day, correct?
Correct.
There was the one involving the sex, right?
Yes.
There was the one of him in the shower, right?
Yes.
There were the involuntary photographs, right?
Yes.
And you've just told us that between the sex pictures and the shower pictures, you believe you did not delete any photographs from his camera, correct?
I'm not entirely sure.
But you said that's what you believe. Do you remember just telling that just minutes ago?
Yes, I believe that, but that doesn't mean it's concrete. I may have deleted
Ma'am,
photos.
I'm just asking you whether or not you told us that that's what you believe. That's all I'm asking you. In other words, did you just tell us minutes ago that that's what you believe? Yes or no?
This is like a parent and a teenage child that have had 100 arguments in the past
Yes, I think I said that.
7-year-old child.
and know exactly how each other think and know exactly what buttons to push and are going at it because they're both right. Damn it. That's what I feel like. I'm that awkward middle kid that's just like, okay, can I just, be excused from the table right now? That's what's happening. This is ridiculous. This is unprofessional on his part. And she's just ridiculous. She's a child trapped in a woman's body. But they're both just going at it.
Yeah.
Does she really think the juvenile arguing? Yes. Does she really think that? But also, is this prosecutor thinking that the juvenile argument is working? I think he won. He got a conviction in spite of his lawyering skills. There's just so much evidence against this woman.
Yeah.
Because imagine if the evidence was super thin. Let's say there's no DNA. And this is sort of a motive thing, right? You had motive and you had an opportunity, but that's it. Is this coming across as good lawyering? I don't think so. I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think many people like him because of the conviction and because they hated her so much. I've never seen this before. I never heard him before or her before. I kind of knew about something about this before we started, but I'm fresh with this. Wasn't in this 5-year period between 2008 and 2000 and the trial.
Well, and part of the reason why I wanted to watch this trial is because this is a different era of trial than what we're watching currently. In that this is more when the rules of evidence were being applied, and that there wasn't the shenanigans necessary. There was always shenanigans going on with prosecutors and DAs, but it wasn't as sort of blatant. And so I really wanted to see a historic trial that operates like a trial should operate. And so I wanted to watch it for this reason. But I read his book, and he specifically pointed out, the prosecutor's book, he specifically pointed out that the media was attacking him every single day for how he was approaching Jodi on the stand. And they did not like him. So in real time, the media, who isn't so necessarily biased in favor of the state like it is today, was going after the prosecutor, saying he was way too mean to Jodi. He is offensive. He is argumentative. He's an angry little troll, for lack of a better word. The media was saying this about him in real time. And so that's why I was curious to watch this as well.
Yeah. Imagine, just for the sake of argument, the exact same, but take away the story about the ninjas.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but I think that
imagine. Sorry, go on.
No, because that was so ridiculous, and then the self-defense. Had she gone from wasn't there to self-defense, people can make that jump. But going from I wasn't there, ninjas did it, self-defense, that's too far of a leap.
Yeah,
Because
and I'm just
that
really
is so-
talking.
That is such an offshoot.
Well, I'm just really focusing on his mannerisms, right? Like, there's so much evidence against this woman here. She was going to get convicted. I mean, you could have, what's his name, who did the Rittenhouse case, screw up royally, and she's still going to get convicted.
Binger.
Binger, yeah.
Binger.
But his mannerisms and his style is horrible. I was going to say something else too. I can't remember what the hell I was going to say. Oh, imagine this. Okay. Imagine 5 years ago during the Me Too movement, and you have a woman being charged with unaliving her boyfriend, and her defense is that he was abusive. And then you get this angry little troll screaming and yelling at her on the stand. Oh my God. Everyone would be having a fit against this guy.
Oh, yes. I mean, he would. The
It's just-
problem isn't. She might have been able to get away had she answered his questions, short and to the point. I think that she could have been rehabilitated with her defense.
You're right. If she had just answered the questions like she did earlier in her, I think it was direct examination.
Yeah.
And without all the detail, without the sensationalism, without the arguing back and forth, and he keeps coming at her. Because remember, this prosecutor approaches his own friendly witnesses this way. She might have come off as extremely sympathetic, but she screwed herself in the way that she answered questions, and that's fine. Again, the evidence as well. But this is not a likable guy.
Well, again, I mean, had she come off very scared of him being aggressive, very, like almost turtling it. I know we don't like body language, but if she turtled in,
yeah, if she just kind of looked,
very
down
scared.
a little, and if she did that and she kind of answered questions towards the ground almost, as opposed to the jury and smirked and fought back, it could have been very different.
And
Because
maybe
this guy's
not
just so
given
unlikable.
interviews to 48 Hours and Inside Edition and Extra and, Oprah and everyone else.
Yeah.
Nick, we need
Imagine
to do a
this would have
special
been
stream.
another woman, is what we're saying.
Yeah. We need to do a special stream, and I know we've been talking about doing it after this trial, but I think we need to do an interjection where we do a special stream. Maybe it's a holiday surprise or something where we listen to her recorded prison phone calls. They're amazing. We need to do that.
Yeah, that will be a Christmas surprise that we just announced a month before.
Well, I said maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. It might not happen, people. It probably won't happen because that's a month away, but it's still like real quick for us to get something together. But it's just an idea. We should do this like mid her examination. Like maybe when Cross ends, we could do it.
Yeah. It is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and that's our Tuesday hour.
Yes. We're going to have a long Saturday. That's okay.
Well, yeah. But, yeah.
Join us Saturday at noon Eastern, 6 p.m. Swedish time for the rest of day 25. We'll see how she explains, because they're going to get into the stabby parts, and I am very curious.
Yeah. I'm really
She slipped on soap. It was very slickery on the linoleum. It really was the condo's fault. It was slickery, and as you do, it's Benny Hinn music, and you just go, just.
No,
Yeah,
we're
that's
not
exactly.
me tooing this. We are just saying, imagine the circumstances. This was 5 years ago, not 10 years ago.
Yeah, we analyze everything from all perspectives. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I do some civil stuff too. And so I approach these things with the idea of how is a jury going to perceive all of this stuff. And I like to believe, and I justify this to my CFO, that watching these trials helps me be a better litigator. Therefore, I get charged more money because now I have the knowledge. No, but I'm always looking at these as what could have made the outcome a little different? What would have been a better argument? That person doesn't seem likable. So that was just my point in sort of halting the stream for the moment.
But I will hop over and start the Young Thug stream because Dave can close down this stream.
I got to set up redirect before we end this.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have it not set up yet? Oh, yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So everyone on my chat, on your way out, give a thumbs up. But then you guys are going to be redirected over to the Young Thug trial, which I covered a little bit when Nicholas had to leave for a second or at the end. Amazing opening statement from the defense. I really like that guy. And I haven't listened to much of the second defense opening, but how's it going so far?
He's doing the sympathy from rags to riches.
Okay.
Which took a bit too long for my taste.
I really like the first guy.
Yeah, the first guy was good. I listened to it at work today. And but this guy, this is Brad Steele. This is Jeffrey Williams, defense attorney. And now he's getting into the actual charges and telling the jury, most of the charges against Mr. Young Thug, he was never there. So they are kind of shoehorning him in on basically absolute nothing.
Becca wants to know if she should return to day one or stay. I would say stay because they're only doing opening statements, but I would highly recommend you go back and watch. Really, the afternoon is where the opening statements actually start. There's a bunch of hearings and stuff going on. You can catch majority of the state's opening and then the first defense opening. And I will tell you, honestly, not knowing anything about the case, like I'm kind of coming fresh in like a juror. I have no clue what the prosecutor was talking about. I don't know who's who and what they did and why she thinks they're all guilty. But from the defense perspective, the first guy, Shannon, his defense counsel, really great story. Really great defense and argument or, a presentation of what the evidence is going to show. And I followed right along and I was like, okay, sounds good. Hopefully this guy's not guilty because it sounds like he's not.
Yeah. And this morning's session, you can skip the first 2 hours because the court was late.
Was it a jury or the judge?
Don't know. The stream didn't start until around 2 hours in. They should first 9. Okay, no, somewhere between 10 and 10:30. They started, I think, 10:55 or something like that. So almost 2 hours late. This court is always late. Just say. So
the dog or the dog. The judge has an assistant dog. So maybe we need to put an alarm clock around the collar for the dog or something.
Okay,
but you guys have fun.
I am going live in.
You gonna jump off and out in the stream?
I will jump off and you can end the stream while I do the countdown.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Don't forget to give me more likes. I think Nicholas has won the like battle for today, but that's okay. And he took the screen with him. All right. Hey, Mo, are you having fun over there?
Yeah, I'm learning all about rap. I didn't know that there was gangster rap and country rap and pop rap and grind rap and drill rap. I had no idea there were subgenre and mumble rap.
If you guys don't know Mo is awesome, and she has her own channel as well. And I'm going to put a link in my chat for Mo if you guys want to go give her a subscribe if you haven't already. And then I'll put it in Nicholas's chat too. So you guys can both get at that and go give her a little like and subscribe. She does news stuff, which I'm stealing her idea. I'm going to do those Wednesdays for members of my Discord Wednesday evening. It's not going to be public though. I'm not competing with you. It's just a bonus. I'm going to do legal news and review sort of thing.
Awesome. As long as you don't, have, affiliates and, correspondence from different jails, I think we'll be good.
I'm working on it. But anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by for Jodi Day. Don't forget, Saturday, we're going to finish up day. It's going to be a long day. You don't want to miss. Jodi's going to be talking about the unaliving, and it's going to be amazing. So we will see you all then. Take care. Bye.
Hi.